Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. What it do? What it do? Let's see what we got here. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you on this live stream on Tuesday. Um, Cowboys didn't get Jamal Adams. Show did. What's going on, y'all? Chris Rodriguez, Brian Cruz is going on. Mr. Worldwide Traveler, what's going on? Hey Sheila, how you doing? Trent, my man, what's going on? From the down under, what's going on, brother? Darian Cotton, it would have been nice. Now it's funny because Cowboys do stuff out the blue. Well, everything that they do is premeditated. What's going on, Q Charles? Now, one thing we do know about this team that they're not really known for paying big money for DBs. They just don't do that very, very often. They did for Brandon Carr. That was the last one I remember where they paid big money in free agency for. But if you remember back then, we really needed cornerbacks and safeties back then. Right now, we just need that one piece to help this Cowboys team flourish, in my opinion. Now, Jamal Adams definitely would have been nice for the Cowboys to have. I've seen some people putting up memes and making cowboy jerseys for with Jamal Adams on it. I'm like, come on now. Come on now. Y'all jumping the gun. Now, I had a feeling that it wasn't going to happen because when I saw the report, I was like, is this the Cowboys really saying this, or is it just, they always try to pin the Cowboys with different people. See, the thing with Eric Berry, man, he's got too many injuries. He's got that heel spur. He's got ACL. He's got a lot going on. This is the reason why Eric Berry is not with any team right now. Yeah, 2 first-round picks. That's not gonna happen. They wanted too much. It's the same thing when they tried to get rid of the Leonard Williams, and Leonard Williams ended up going to the Giants. So, but the Giants need offensive linemen way more than we do. Yeah, Eric Berry is very injury prone, and like I don't know why everybody keeps putting his name out there. The Cowboys are not getting Eric Berry. No, Sheila, he can't pass the physical. My whole thing is this: why are you gonna have a guy come in and something happen? He be in the game practice and he don't end up getting the field. Maybe he's holding out hope on himself. He hasn't retired quite yet. So maybe he's thinking in his head like, hey, I still got something in the tank. I think I could do something. Let me try to get back healthy a little bit and figure some things out. Who knows? But the way I look at it is this. Everybody talks bad about Jeff Heath, but nobody's coming here to unseat his job yet. Not even Wilson. Now, I like the young Donovan Wilson. I think that over time he could become a better DB. But right now, that job is Jeff Heath's. And okay, cool. I'm glad some of you good guys do like Heath, because at the end of the day, Heath has made plays for these Cowboys. I don't understand what's with some people's mindset that they don't like Jeff Heath. I don't get it. I know sometimes he takes bad angles, but every DB on this team has taken bad angles. Xavier Woods has looked bad in games. I mean, Jordan Lewis to me is the only one that's really been solid out there. Like when it comes to like playing on the defense, even in the little time that he did. Our fans are a trip. I would love to have Jamal Adams, but let's not be stupid. We are not giving up the house for this player. Good move for the Cowboys. I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. You cannot sell the farm, because this is not a sell the farm team. We are not the Dolphins. We are not the Redskins. We are not these teams that are in dire need of getting somebody right now. We're not in that situation. Kathy Green said, thanks for the news. I like you. Yeah, Kathy, I'm glad you guys like him. And again, I agree with Kalim. Shout out to Kalim. Like, look, you cannot sell the farm for one player. Not when this team has as much talent as we have on the team right now. You're talking about trying to still sign Dak, Amari Cooper. You need the money, you need the resources, you need to make sure that you're doing the right thing. So the Cowboys are doing the right thing. I know that some of you guys, this is not a fantasy league. This is real life. Yeah, Donovan Wilson does need to play some more. I agree. We're not selling the farm. You have to play with what you have. We have a good set of players on this team. I agree. We do need one more piece to solidify that, but you could get a solid piece in there. You could get a solid guy. You don't need to sell the farm for a guy that's great. Now that all that is great. Where you be like, oh yeah, we just got this guy, blah blah. We about to do big things. Y'all remember that year when the Eagle had that dream team back when Chip Kelly was the coach of the Eagles. They came out there and they went and got a dream team. Didn't bust a grape that season. Didn't bust a grape. Just because you got an all-star roster does not mean that you are going to be a Super Bowl team. Because again, you got to have the right players to play with each other. Because different players play with each other different. Like, I think that Michael Bennett coming on this team, now that was a good pickup. Getting Michael Bennett was good. And I think that because Bill Belichick, I think he rocked with Jerry and them a little bit. So I think he was just looking at it like, you know what, I'm going to throw you a bone. We're not going to do anything with Bennett because we run a 3-4. He's a 4-3 type of guy. We're not going to use him. So, Dallas Cowboy fan 1980, what's going on, brother? Shout out to 1980, man. Y'all go ahead and check out his channel. I know all y'all subscribe to him, my man. Oh yeah, congrats on hitting 10,000, bro. You the man, bro. Hope it's TJ McDonald. So yeah, and I also heard that the Saints were trying to get rid of one of their cornerbacks as well. I don't know much about him. I gotta look him up and see what's going on. What's going on, Noel? I think good safety in draft. Yeah, draft these guys. Get these young guys out there. Get Donovan Wilson some time out there. Luke Gifford. Get Luke Gifford out there, man. Get these young defensive guys out there and do the thing. Appreciate it, Corey, man. Yeah, Q is in the house, man. My man Q is in here. He's back. I don't know where he went, but he's back. So E2 from South Texas. Bennett got his jersey number. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, he's number 79. He's got Tristan Hill's old jersey, and Tristan Hill has Taco's old number now. Now, I think Bennett is gonna be a good that was a good pickup. Like I told you guys when I did the original video, I don't necessarily like his personality, but I do respect his game. And I think that him being on this team is going to be beneficial to this defensive line. And look, Cowboys was lukewarm for a little bit, and they almost went cold. But I think that your starting lineup right now, because his versatility is huge. You guys don't understand. He plays that 3 technique as well. He don't just play the end. He could play a 3 technique. Yeah, Detroit, the deadline was not lit. Some teams made some moves, but I'm telling you, some of the teams making these moves, making some dumb decisions right now. So, it ain't gonna be what you think it is. So just be happy that the Dallas Cowboys have Will McClay, that we have smart scouts, and we have guys that know what they're doing out there. Yes, they were interested in Jamal Adams, but they were only gonna get him if the price was right. And I think 1980 said this in his stream that basically I'm not putting nothing out until after it happens, because everybody's jumping to talk about this and talk about that, and when it doesn't happen, you get your feelings hurt. My feelings ain't hurt. I'm not mad at the fact that they didn't get him. At the end of the day, they do at some point got to figure out what they're going to do with a safety. They're going to have to draft one. I don't think they're going to bring back Anthony Brown after this year because his contract is up. We got a couple other cornerbacks and DBs that their contract is going to be up after this season, so we got to figure out what we're going to do. What do I think about Randy? See, this is the thing about Randy, Kathy. There's really no point of talking about him right now because I don't even think he actually signed up to be reinstated. He knows that he's waiting for the NFL to get lackadaisical on the whole weed thing because he knows that he's going to be suffering with that. He knows that he's probably not going to stop doing that. So because of that reason, I don't think he's going to waste his time to even do it right now. So as far as right now, we just have to worry about what's on the field. Do I like Randy Gregory? Yes, I love Randy Gregory. I think he's a great guy. I feel bad for him. But I don't think that he's going to even apply for it and try to get back into this league until the league does something about the situation. So, because they're really hard on him right now. Oh yeah, Chris Cantu, 2 first-round picks. We're not doing that. Y'all already know. Y'all have all of y'all in here right now have been fans of Dallas Cowboys for years. So y'all know. Y'all already know that they are not going to. They're not going to give up. Jerry Jones don't like giving up first-round picks. Y'all know that. But there's going to be some guys that get released around the league. There are going to be some solid guys that are going to be available. They might figure something out with it. Who knows? But I'm just gonna give the team a benefit of the doubt. I love what we have. If this defense stays focused, and I think this defensive line now, what they have with Bennett, they got more firepower right now. If they stay focused and stay in these games and get these turnovers, I think this defense is gonna be good regardless. So, plus Randy knew with Quinn there, he wouldn't get much playing time anyway. Yeah, I mean, somebody who you for Randy Gregory to be on this team right now, right? Who's gonna give it their spot? Because if you look at the starting lineup right now, you got D-Law on the end. You're gonna put Bennett right there at the 3 tech. You got Antoine Woods, the human log at the 1 tech, and then you got Robert Quinn on the other side wearing your ass out. So I'm telling you, and then you rotate these guys in. I'm telling you, this defensive line right now has a chance to do some things. So, with that being said, oh, you said why not bring Scandrick back? See, this is the thing. I think Scandrick is getting ready to retire. If you hear, they asked him when he was on Undisputed, they said, what do you think about going back to Dallas Cowboys? I think that if the Dallas Cowboys actually reached out to him, he might. And it's funny because I think Orlando will probably play better with the Dallas Cowboys because he's played better with the Cowboys than he has with any other team that he's been with. And I think that now, if they did bring him back, I wouldn't necessarily mind because you got depth. Why not? Yeah, he did get shook out his shoes, but I think because he was with a team, he was with the Eagles. I just think that Scandrick knows the Cowboys well. He knows his team well, Q. And I think that if he were to come back, and I think it's unlikely, but if he were to come back, I think he would play better with the Cowboys because he knows this team. He's been here the majority of his career, and he knows it. Right. You can't have enough cornerbacks. You sure can't. Scandrick is ESPN, Fox. Yeah, he will once he gets that attitude together. Like he's got that Mr. Grouch like type of mentality. If he can somehow curb that, he would probably be a great analyst. But he could still retire as a Cowboy. Regardless, all he got to do is go back to Jerry and be like, I want to retire a Cowboy. And I'm pretty sure that Jerry Jones will allow him. You sign that 1-day contract and retire as a Dallas Cowboy. That's how it works. Same thing with Dez Bryant. I'm pretty sure he would do the same thing. Tony Romo is our new GM. I'm going to tell you something about Tony Romo. Tony Romo is making that bread right now. And Tony Romo is not going to stop doing what he's doing in his cushy position to go back to a team to be any type of coach or running things because that's where you get criticized the most. And he's making way more money over there than he would being on the staff of Dallas Cowboys. Now, I'm not saying that he wouldn't do it in the future, but right now, Tony Romo, he'd be stupid to leave CBS right now. He'd be stupid to do that. He would drive for safety with our first-round pick. I agree. We should have got Juan Thornhill this year, but I'm just saying. Yeah, Scam's always been real honest, but you know, and I agree with him being honest. But you know, when you're actually playing on the team, you can't always speak your mind. You got to curb. You can't say everything that you want to say when you're playing on a team because you got to be respectful of that team. He didn't say really anything bad about the Cowboys. I mean, he praised Dak Prescott as a leader. He praised Carrot Top. He praised this defense and Marinelli, and he said that he liked what Chris Richard is doing. And you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Taylor Rapp as well. I need to watch Taylor Rapp. He's with the Rams, right? How is he doing with the Rams? I haven't been um looking at him much, but I know that Juan Thornhill though with the Chiefs, I know that he's been missing a couple of tackles, but he's still been solid though. South of heaven, what's going on, brother? Eric has more trades. No, Eric, no more trades. You can only pick up free agent. Yeah. No more trades. Yep. But there are some teams that are going to be dropping some players though. So, this team is always, player acquisition is 365 days out the year, and they are going to look at certain people and they're going to figure out something. They might bring somebody in there, and some of you guys are going to roll your eyes and going to be like, oh, here we go. Here we go. We done got this player. What's Tom Jasper? What's going on, brother? DCFN 1973. What's going on? Rabbits balling. Put him in. Yeah. Speaking of the Rams, did y'all see that they traded Akeem Talib to the Dolphins? I know he's pissed off right now. You went to from the Rams to the Dolphins? People trying to get away from Miami. And they traded him to him. Wow. And when you get traded, you really don't have any say so. It's funny because when I hear some player stories about how they get traded and stuff like that, oh, we could get Carl Joseph. Is Carl Joseph still with the Raiders? Y'all remember that video I did in the offseason? Y'all remember that video I did in the offseason when I said that could we possibly get trade Carl Joseph from the Raiders? We could have done that long time ago. But apparently the Cowboys wasn't digging them. Again, these guys are pro scouts and they know better than me. So, you know what I mean? Like, I try to do my research with these guys and see who best fit for a team. Just because, okay, and one thing I'm going to get you guys to understand, I know I'm probably preaching to the choir on some of you, but when you look at acquiring a player, whether it's via trade, whether it's via free agency, draft, whatever the situation is, when you're trying to get a player on your team to better your team so you can make a Super Bowl run, one thing that you have to realize is this: does this player fit the scheme that we run? Does this player's attitude fit the mold that we're trying to portray? Does this player have a high motor, a guy that's not going to give up, a leader? These are type of players that you want on your team because it makes a difference. When it comes to you getting team captains or position captains or whatever the situation is, these guys are the ones that you look at to be a part of your team. And one thing I do love about our team is when we pick guys, we try to make sure that they're going to fit the team. Now, yeah, we fell off the rails. Some guys like Greg Hardy and Jay Ratliff and guys that became a problem for us after a while. But for the most part, we've gotten guys that made sense for this team. And to me, that's huge. Just because you see a big name doesn't mean that guy is good for your team. You got to do your research. You got to know if that guy fits. And John House, what's going on? So when you look at Michael Bennett, he didn't fit with those other teams. He didn't fit with the Patriots because, again, they run that 3-4. There's really no room for him. And when he yelled at his defensive line coach or whatever, somebody on the staff, Patriots don't play that. They're a type of team that, like, you don't have an opinion when you play for the Patriots. And the Patriots is a type of team that they're a type of team that you pretty much should put up a shut up. You come in here, you be quiet, you don't say nothing, do what you got to do. The Rams did the reverse, knowing Miami was a high draft position. Man, Miami got what, 5 first-round picks? 5 first-round picks? 5. Is that a record? I need to look that up. 5 first-round picks. Let me tell you something. If Miami don't win the damn Super Bowl next year, I don't know. They done messed up. They got the whole first round. It don't matter who they get. They can get Jalen Hurts. They get whoever coming out of the draft next year. Like, let me tell you something. They get all the Alabama LSU players. Every single one of them. Yeah, five. Goddamn, five first round picks. That's got to be a record. Right. I mean, you're not going to hit on everyone. Again, there's guys that come out that are bust all the time. Look at Dwayne Haskins. What the hell happened to Dwayne Haskins? I don't know. Yeah, Trent Williams ended his holdout only. Let me tell you something. He only ended his holdout because if he now that he comes back, his contract doesn't lapse. Mind you, his contract ends after the season. If he were to not show up, his contract for this year will spread over till next year, which would mean the Redskins have his rights for 2 more seasons, and he ain't having that. So after because his contract is up this year. So just so you know, when you don't show up for a team, your contract stops. Meaning like you still have to fulfill that contract if the team decides they want to make you suffer and keep you. You guys got to realize that too. Baker Mayfield. I don't know if he's a bust yet, but he's getting there. So the Redskins gonna have high draft picks too, because what they 1-7 right now. Right, yeah, the Raiders had three. They had one of ours, and from our one, they went and got Jonathan Abrams. They got their safety with our pick. Trent Mache, thanks for the super chat, man. Appreciate you. No problem, man. Always, man. I appreciate you being on the channel, man, for being in Australia, because I don't know what time it is over there, but I appreciate you watching the channel, man, even when it's inconvenient for you. We know how to draft, so a first is more valuable than most teams. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. Just imagine getting rid of 2 first-round picks for Jamal Adams. I think Jamal Adams still has like 3 more years on his contract, but you have to take the brunt of that. So that's money getting taken away from Dak Prescott. That's money getting taken away from Amari Cooper. That's money getting taken away from Byron Jones or whoever else that you want to re-sign on this defense. So look at it like that. You can pick up a player anytime during the year. It doesn't matter. It's just the trade deadline ends at a certain time, which was today. But you can literally you can pick up a player anytime. If they're available, if they're a free agent, you can get a guy. You see the Cardinals went and got Alfred Morris. They picked him up. So who got Adams? Who's worth a first and a third? A first and a third, maybe, but not 2 first-round picks. I'm not giving up 2 first-round picks. Yeah, Eric, you said the Cowboys make news every day, but they make the news every day whether they're making the news or the media is making the news. Because again, Cowboys half the time don't even be saying nothing, and the news is getting brought to them. That's when people keep saying, why do we keep saying the Cowboys are America's team? Because they're the most talked about. You don't hear nobody talking about the Jaguars like that. Even Gardner Minshew, the young undrafted guy that is killing it in Jacksonville, they talked about him a little bit, but they don't talk about him no more. They don't talk about him like that. Like nobody talks about any other team in the league like they do the Cowboys. You look at Undisputed, you look at First Take, you look at ESPN. Everybody's talking about the Dallas Cowboys. They talk about Dallas Cowboys when it's a primetime game going on and the Cowboys not even there. They're not even playing, and somebody brings them up. Whether a team has a former Cowboy player or they just something makes them think, hey, what do the Cowboys got there? Like they just always find a way to slide us into the conversation. Yeah, I think low key, man, them guys are fans of Cowboys, man. Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith, they making all that money off of the Cowboys, man. They love it. They love it. I don't want to hear like. And, you know, Shannon Sharp said that little slick stuff to Dak Prescott when he seen him in person. He was like, look, you know, I don't really feel that way about you. You know, it's just TV. And I'm just like, yeah. Like in the Pat McAfee show. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Fatlock. Yeah. Whitlock. Yeah. Yeah, we don't like him. Yeah. 1980 is the Cowboys brand. That's what it is. And the Cowboy brand makes money. And you can thank Jerry Jones for that. I don't give a damn how much you hate Jerry Jones. The Cowboy brand makes money. You look at Jerry Jones as a genius. Basically took What he said that the media flipped and made a damn T-shirt out of. Zeke who? That's who. Made a T-shirt out of it, made it a brand, and sold thousands of T-shirts. Speaking of T-shirts, guys, I'm getting my stuff made right now. My merch will be here soon. If you guys see my IG, go on my IG E2Blue underscore entertainment. You'll see my design on there if you haven't seen it already for my new logo and stuff for the channel and for my DJing and things of that nature. So I'm probably gonna have two different ones. The one that I use with the lion's head, I'm also gonna have that one on the T-shirt too. So you have your options with that. So once that gets put up, I'll let you guys know so you guys can check that out. And also, too, those of you that see me in person, I'm gonna make sure that whenever I come to Texas or if I'm DJing an event and Cowboy fans are there, I'll try to keep some on hand. That way, if you guys support with that, you can as well. Might be bigger than the Yankees. I think the Yankees are right behind the Cowboys as far as successful, um, wealthiest franchises and things of that nature. But the Cowboys are definitely number one. When you go to the stadium, oh, thanks for the super chat, Jet. Appreciate you, Jet. When you go to the Cowboys stadium and just the whole ambiance of being there, I don't care. I don't care if you're a fan or not. It's a beautiful facility. And Jerry did his thing. And you can whatever you think about him and the Joneses or however they run the business, but it's just that's just the brand. I mean, that's what it is. Man, you appreciate you. It's funny that you said E2 Smooth because my roller skate name when I was in a skate club, it wasn't E2, it was E Smooth. That was my skate name when I was in a skate club. Um, I still got my club shirt with E Smooth on it though, because y'all ain't seen me skate before, but I'm smooth on that on the floor, man, on that wood, man. I'll be out there getting it, but yeah. I got Zeke and Gallup as well, and I can't wait for them to come. I still won even though they was on a bye because I got other players too that are good as well. So I did good with my fantasy draft this year, and I'm leading in my division. I'm like 6-2. You drive through Selma all the time now. Oh, that's what's up. Uh, Cowboys are bigger than the Yankees. Yeah, we are definitely bigger than them. They just live off of their brand. You know how that goes, Stevie. But I will say that as the Cowboys get ready to play this game on Monday night. Now it's funny because we literally waited this whole bye week. How did y'all feel this bye week? Were y'all just itching and just upset because y'all couldn't see y'all team play? I always feel some type of way during the bye week because it's like I just want to see my team play every week. But I'm happy that they got the rest that they needed and to come back. Yeah, bored. Yeah, same thing. Um, I'm glad they got the rest that they needed to come back and play. I know that Cam Fleming's dealing with his injury, but hopefully, like Tyron and Lyle are going to play. I think LVE should be good to go. Quinn is going to be good to go. So we're going to be good. Yes, we definitely needed that heal up. I wanted the Bills to kick Philly's butt too, but I had a feeling it wasn't going to happen because the way we beat the Eagles, they was pissed. So they was like, "Look, we gonna win." I hear you, Chris. And I'm in a DMV, so everybody here is a Nats fan. So and they're a little pissed off right now because they let the Astros creep back up in there. But I think that they playing tonight, ain't they? Um, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Oh yeah. Zeke is hungry. He's gonna be out there playing hard, y'all. Um, Gallup, he's trying to turn things around from that game where he was missing those catches and stuff. Tristan Hill. Tristan Hill, the little that they're playing him, he's been kind of washed out of some of the plays and things of that nature. He hasn't really been providing much of a push, which is the reason why they keep stacking other players on top of him. But um, you know how that is with pass rushers when they first get into the league. They don't always come in their first year just being great. So I think it's going to take a little bit of time with him. Can't wait to see Bennett unleash. I can't wait to see it either. I want to see him next to D-Law and wreak some havoc and rotate with D-Law because, like I said, he's versatile. He can play that 3 technique and the end. So he's gonna do some things, and I just can't wait to see it. And having Antoine Woods back healthy, it's a good thing, baby. It's a good thing, baby. You think media has too much hype on 40 being undefeated? I don't think much of it. But they're not winning off of Garoppolo, though. Their defense, the 49ers have a really, really good defense. Their defense is what's setting them apart. What D-Law say, defenses win championships. You just need your offense to be sufficient enough to get you a couple of touchdowns. So if this defense play like they're supposed to do and like how they look on paper, shit. And with Dak Prescott balling and doing his thing, oh, we're going to be good. And that's what I said. I said that. Oh, you must have just came in the chat. I said that. Lawrence, Quinn, Bennett, Woods. That's your starting lineup right there on your front four. Yeah, Zeke hasn't eaten in 2 weeks. Him starving. Him is starving. He is. And he gonna eat all over these Giants. Now, we got to stop Saquon because remember, Saquon is back, guys. So I think that's the biggest threat that I'm worried about. What's that dude? Is it Darius Slayton? Their young wide receiver. He's been doing things too. So his confidence has been getting up there. And this week got for Gardner Minshew because my quarterback is Jared Goff. I got in my fantasy I got Tom Brady and Matt Stafford. So I think I'm gonna start Matt Stafford this week. Cowboys Nation 210, what's going on? Oh yeah, Zeke definitely gonna eat. I want Tolly Pollard to eat too. I said leak. I want Tolly Pollard to eat too because when you have a healthy rotation, both of these guys, come on, man. Come on, man. Why didn't Adams deal get and go through? I'm gonna tell you why. Because they wanted 2 first-round picks, and the Cowboys was like, whoa, hold fast, man, hold fast. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. We didn't get Jamal Adams because they wanted too much. They wanted way too damn much, and they wasn't gonna do it. Let's get TP out there. Let's get him and Zeke out here. Some eye for him. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. The Jets were trying to trade both Jamal Adams and Robbie Anderson. I don't want Robbie Anderson. I did want Jamal Adams, but again, that was a pipe dream because you already knew they was going to ask too much for that. Dallas offered a first and others, but it's still too much. Right. The Cowboys would have done a 1 and maybe a 5th, like a 1 and a 5. They would have done that for Jamal Adams. But you're not giving up 2 first-round picks. That's Jerry. You know Jerry already don't like to give up first-round picks. You know the first-round picks that we gave up before was hurting his feelings when we got Amari Cooper. Because he likes to make moves in the first round of the draft. He likes to do that. But if he ain't got no first-round pick, he's just sitting there like, come on, y'all. Come on, let's get through this round. Question is, who are they going to double team when all 3 of them on the line? I said this in the video that I did when we signed Bennett. I said, yeah, you can't double team everybody. You can try to double team Law. That's fine. Law won't get as much production, but Bennett gonna eat. Quinn gonna eat. Woods gonna get some push and take on some blocks, which will really make Quinn eat. And if you double team on the other side, somebody's going to be wide the hell open, meaning that nobody's going to be checking them. So you're going to have to chip them with a running back or a tight end. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Because what happens is when you chip with a running back or a tight end, that takes those guys off of your offense to be able to actually catch the ball. So Good luck. Good luck. Danny Dimes is gonna be Danny Pennies when we get done with that one. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be Danny Pennies round this jump. Giving up 2 first-round picks is like, what you say? Is like signing a range. Yeah, it is. It is. It's ridiculous because you don't know. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know what you're getting. What if you get him and then all of a sudden he becomes a problem on your team, or he breaks something and tears the ACL the first damn game, and you like, we done gave up 2 goddamn first-round picks for that, for that, for that. Then what you gonna do? Bennett is just as big as the Cooper trade. I agree, just without giving up anything. I mean, a conditional 7th-round pick that will more than likely turn into a 6th-round pick because we're playing good. That's what it is. We can blitz a lot better now. See, this is the thing about the Cowboys, and this is the reason why teams kill us. We are too aggressive with our blitzes. You got to be smart about blitzes. You got to stay in your lane, because what happens is when you get undisciplined and you just start blitzing all over the place, a guy like Aaron Rodgers and a guy like Tom Brady will throw that ball over your head and it'll be wide open for 60 yards because there's nobody back there because he done got over your defense, period. You think Chris Shaw going to blitz more linebackers? Probably. But you may not need to, though. LVE is not a blitzing type of guy. They try to do it with Jalen. But those lanes got to be open. They're not blitzing, and you don't want to get those young guys tied up in no offensive linemen because they are going to get hurt out there and they're going to get stopped. They're not that type of linebackers. This ain't the 85 Bears. You hear Usain Bolt wants to play with Tom Brady? Oh, he's just joking because Usain is not my brethren. My brethren is not playing in the NFL. You hear me? No, he is not playing in the NFL. Is nuts. We'll wait and see. It's all Bennett got to do is play 4 games and it turns into right. And I'm pretty sure he will. He's gonna play the whole season. And if he plays well, they might sign him for more. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But one thing that this Cowboys team is trying to do, our coaching staff, they're trying to keep this young squad together. They're trying to keep these guys together. They're trying to make sure that what we have right now stays solidified. And I think that we got a good roster, y'all. We got a good group of guys. And for too many years, we have wasted talent. We have wasted talent on not being able to go to the Super Bowl. We wasted Tony Romo's years and all these other great guys that we had. We've had great teams. We just couldn't bust a great with them. And now this changes right now. We have to change our mindset. We have to realize that, like, if we're gonna move forward with Dak Prescott, and I hate using the term Dak friendly, but to me, Dak friendly means that you play the plays that make sense for Dak Prescott. You do the things that work for Dak Prescott. You allow Dak Prescott to be Dak Prescott. Do not coddle him. Do not hold his arm. Let him play, because when you let him play, good things happen. Period. When you let Dak Prescott play, good things happen. And going forward, guys, this stretch that we got coming up right now, it's imperative to get this taken care of and done. You got the Giants coming up this week on Monday Night Football. Prime time, baby. Everybody and their mama going to be watching. They're going to be watching us kick the Giants' ass. That's what they're going to do. You got the Vikings after that. You got to get in there and get where you get good. You got the Patriots. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord. At Gillette Stadium. Then you got the Bills for Thanksgiving. Now the Bills at one point in time, I thought they were going to be great, but like seeing them now, they starting to come back down to earth. But I think the Cowboys could definitely beat the Bills. Then you got the Bears the very next Thursday. I appreciate you, 1973. Then you got the Bills the Bears that very next Sunday. Now their offense ain't doing well right now because Trubisky. It's not looking like the quarter. They're looking right now they looking right now at like the fact of the matter that they looked over Watson and Pat Mahomes to pick Trubisky. Damn. Damn. The teams that we thought were going to be doing great are suffering right now. I think the Browns' problem is they lack of discipline, and Freddie Kitchens ain't the answer. Freddie Kitchens need to go back into the kitchen and he need to cook because he can't coach. And I don't know what the hell the plan was there. That's just stupid. Count your blessings. The fact that you got this team, you have what we have here. I can't even complain. You know, we don't. Hey, don't even worry about it. John, don't even worry about it. Because the people that say stuff like that don't know a damn thing about football. They don't get it. Yeah, he should have stayed the OC. He needed, and he's going to go back to being the OC. Because if they keep losing like that, oh, he will definitely be fired, guys. Bills beat Jets, Giants, Dolphins, Bengals, Titans. New Philly could win. Right. You already knew. So, with that being said, thanks for that. I'm not worried about the Bills number. They have a good defense, but I think that Dak Prescott could burn right through them. And Cole Beasley, don't come up that middle. Don't come up that middle. Don't come up that middle, Cole Beasley. Because I'm telling you, you're going to be hurt. They're gonna fold him. They're going to fold him like a lawn chair. Just collapsible. That's what's going to happen. They're going to fold him. Yeah, we do the hardest schedule, I feel like, in the league. I feel like that. Oh, the alligator arms. But let me tell you something. If the Cowboys play like they did against the Eagles, there ain't no team on this schedule this year that scares me. Not even the damn Patriots. Because let me tell you something about the Patriots. Let me tell you something about the Patriots. And I got all the respect for Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the GOAT. All day. I'm not salty about not getting Adams because I've been saying we had to get Donald Wilson. Yeah, Donald Wilson definitely needs to be on the field because, again, more opportunities gives you more confidence, and more confidence makes you play better. That's just how it works. But yeah, the Packers always I swear to God, they're our kryptonite when they play us at home. Now, if we play them at their home, we could beat them because Dak Prescott has beat them at their home. No, the Patriots ain't playing nobody. I agree. But also, I give Tom Brady his credit. He is the GOAT, and he will be in the Hall of Fame one day. He is a future Hall of Famer. He is a gold jacket guy. But if you look at the way he's playing this year, he is not playing the way that Tom Brady normally would play. Now, with that being said, he's playing behind a trash offensive line. Their offense is very basic. If you look at what they do, and I've been watching their games, they're very basic. They're very fundamental and they kick your ass fundamentally. I don't know how they do that, but they whoop teams' asses fundamentally. Yes, their defense is good. They have a stout defense. They have a ball hawking type of defense. Their defense is good. But this is the thing that kills me though. You can beat their offense. And this defense that we have right now can stop Tom Brady from hurting them. Now, Tom Brady is probably looking, because he's a smart guy. He's been in the same system his whole damn career. He's 42 years old right now. He's been in the same system since what? What he got drafted? 2000? He's been in the same system. He knows that team in and out. Him and Bill Belichick are just like this. They work like a well-oiled machine. Everything is what it is. And if anything is off kilter, it's gone. That's why Michael Bennett ain't there no more, because he was off kilter. Now, Tom Brady can make something out of nothing. He takes average players and make them look good. That's just how he's an elite quarterback, and that's what elite quarterbacks do. And if he wasn't behind that line, if any other quarterback was behind that line, he will get hurt and sacked all the time. But Tom just knows what to do with that team. But when I look at that team, I see a very average offense. I see a defense that's stout. They are ball hawking, but you can beat their defense. They have weaknesses, and I've seen it. I think in the last game, even when they played the Browns spotted them like 18 points. It was just like, here you go. When you spot a team like the Patriots 18 points, you ain't gonna win. I don't care how much damn time you got on the clock. You ain't gonna win. And the Patriots are 7-0. Yes, they are undefeated. Now, I don't always like to use the excuse like, oh, well, they played this team or they didn't play that team. You can't choose your schedule. You cannot choose your schedule. Your schedule is made for you. I'll answer that question in a minute. I know I've answered it before, but I know you probably didn't hear when I was saying it before, but I'll get to it. But this is the thing that kills me. It's like, the Patriots are what they are, but you can beat them. And when I look at that game, if the Cowboys play their game and everybody does their job, we can definitely beat them. So I'm not as afraid of them as I was before, because I actually started just breaking down things and just looking at it from a schematic standpoint. They're very basic, and that's just how they beat teams, because they're calm, cool, and collective, and they don't take chances. They don't step outside of what they do. Rams ran 40 times against us, passed 40 times against them. Rams should have kept running against them. It should have. I'm not afraid of any team right now. I'm not. I know the Patriots team, even though I said all of that, it's still going to be a hard game. But I think the Bears, I think we're going to beat the Bears, and because their offense is trash, we're gonna apply pressure on them. Now, you were asking me what I thought about Michael Bennett. Now, I've said it before, but I don't like Michael Bennett's personality per se, but as long as he comes in here, and like I said, the guys already love him, and they're accepting him with open arms. So I'm giving him the benefit of doubt. If he comes here and plays like he's supposed to, and like how I know he can, we'll be good. Now, you didn't give up really anything. They gave up a ham sandwich, literally, for a ham damn sandwich, a 7th-round pick that we know will be a 6th-round pick because we know he's going to play. So that's it. That's all I have to say about that. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. I just wanted to come and chat with you guys because I know I don't live stream as much as I should. I'm trying to get back to it. But you guys will be hearing from me. I'm gonna live stream the Giants game because Mark's gonna be out the country. So, well, Puerto Rico. But yeah, he's gonna be in Puerto Rico. So I'll be live streaming on Monday for the game. So I will be Mark Holmes on Monday night. I appreciate you guys coming in here. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. I'll see y'all later on my next one.